Hello and welcome. This is Angela, and today I am bringing you another full tutorial of how to paint this beautiful blue flower. Stick around and prepare to be amazed. Thank you for being here. I will start by sketching the flower. I want to start the flower in the middle so I can add some embellishments on the sides. And this flower will have about 6 or 7 main petals. So now I'm just sketching it out, and once I sketch it out, then we'll go over the colors, the paint colors that we're gonna use, and then after that we will start painting. Personally, for sketching, I like to use a pencil because at least if I make a mistake with a pencil, I can always erase and redo. But if I use like a Posca pen or ink pen, then it will be hard for me to go ahead and erase my imperfections and redo them. So a pencil always works for me. And now I'm just going over the sketch and adding any details that I need to add on the sketch. And then after that, we'll get the paint, and then we'll start painting. Friends, I'm still getting over a cold, so if I sound weird, please forgive me. I'll be using a 3/4 inch angled brush, and my 3 paints are phthalo blue, turquoise blue, and indigo. So indigo is almost like black, but it's got a little tint of purple in it. So, and guys, I don't use the traditional flower painting paint that a lot of people use, like thick paints from the tube. I mix my paint with water and also mediums to make them very fluid. I will link the video up here that will show you how I mix my paint. Yeah, so those are the 3 colors I'm gonna start with, and also the white, just so it will show the difference in color. I like using white as on the top of, or on the rims of my flower, so it will show the difference in shades of these paint. White really makes some of these paints, well, most of the paints, if you mix white with any color, it will dilute it and it will make it look a little bit lighter. So that's why I like to use it, so you can be able to show the different transition of this color, because I have some parts of the flower to be darker and some parts of the flower be lighter, and the white makes it have that transition. So that's why I like to use it. I know by now you've noticed that I'm not doing the one stroke flower painting. Reason being, these petals are a little bit larger to do a one stroke, and my brush is not that big. So if I really wanted to use this technique of one stroke, I would use a much bigger brush. But since this is only a 3/4 inch wide brush, I'm just painting normally, and then it was still gonna end up looking like I used one stroke, but this is just a normal painting. It's not one stroke. So I'm going in each petal and making sure that the paint is at the first coat of the paint is saturated nicely, and then after that we'll go with the second coat and we'll add a few other colors in there. So yeah, So keep watching, and yeah, just pay close attention to how I'm mixing these paints and where I'm putting these paints to really show the transition and the different colors in the flower. Now this here is a different shade of blue. It is the turquoise blue. Some people call it aqua blue, but it's a turquoise blue. Again, I'm gonna put it on the outer part of the flower so you can just show that I have different paint. They're all blue really, but different shades. So yeah, keep watching. And if you want to go ahead and paint with me, just restart, watch this through, and then restart the video, and you can follow along. You can always pause the video and catch up, or just get the areas that you want to get the tutorial on the areas that you want to really concentrate on by pausing the video and continue. This is how we learn. We learn in stages. We don't learn all at once. We learn in stages. So yeah, now I'm doing the next layer of flowers, and because these ones are not as small, I will be able to they're not as big as the first petals. I will be able to use the one stroke technique, as you can see what I'm doing here. And in this other layer, this layer I'm working on right now, I decided to use a lot of white on there. That is what is going to make the flowers pop, and also look like they're more closer to you, and the other ones in the background. Basically, because the paint in the background is much darker, then they will show depth. They will show that they're a little bit further, but the white makes most of the objects that have white on them makes them look a little bit closer to you than the dark shades, if that makes sense. And because I don't want to assume that you know this stroke, because I'm not sure if you watched my previous two videos that have this stroke detailed tutorial. If you want to show these two different colors clearly, you have to put one color on one side of the brush, like one tip of the brush, and the other color on the opposite tip of the brush, and then just brush like you're scrubbing the canvas, and the paint that is on the top tip will be on the top part of the flower of the petal, and then the one that is on the bottom tip will be the color that will show on the bottom part of the petal. Now that I'm finished with my two layers, I am going to start with the designing the middle part of the flower. And again, this part here is a little tricky, but if you get it, first you do your first flower just like I did, and then just like all the other one stroke going up, and then the bottom one you go down, you hold your brush and you brush it down, and then the side petals you just again, the top part of the the brush, you lay it down and then just drag it down like there, and then you drag it down, and the paint that is on the top of the brush will be on the top, and then the paint that is on the bottom will be on the bottom. I know this is very, very hard to explain, but you can just look how I'm doing this, and you can learn that way if my explanation is not very clear. I know sometimes it's very confusing, but yeah, just hold the brush the way I'm holding it, and then just brush it the way I am brushing it, and that is what I'm trying to explain to you. And this is how you get those definite, definite colors. You get the white and the dark color. The blue color is in the, like in the bottom of the white. So that's what makes it a little bit like 3D. And if you look at it, it looks like you're looking at a 3D flower, but not really, because of the white, which makes it pop up a little bit more. The white makes it look like you're looking on the top of the petal rim, and then the depth is like where the petals are growing out of. Right now I'm starting to put more more petals and more buds and more sort of leaves, but these leaves are not going to be green. These leaves, I want to make these leaves exactly the same color as the main flower, so I'm not gonna use any green color here. Again, like I said previously, your painting is your painting. You can paint leaves with black paint or red paint or whatever paint you want. Just make it yours. You don't have to follow traditional ways of doing things. You can make things your own and go from there. Creativity. Be creative. Do whatever you want with your painting. It is yours, and you can keep it if nobody wants to buy it. It's yours and it makes you happy. You paint it, and it's up to you. Here you can use green paint. Just because I chose to use a different color doesn't mean you have to use this exactly color. Or my main point here is you can use whatever color you want. You can even just leave the flower exactly the way it is and not put anything else on it. Just leave it like that, sign it, and call it a day. Be proud of yourself for what you're able to create. It's your masterpiece. Now on this part, I am going to just time lapse it a little bit, because the strokes are the same. Just making my little leaves the same, so it's not gonna be any different than what I was doing. So that's why I time lapsed it there, just like 2 times, so it's easy to follow anyway. So this is the flower. This is how it turned out, and I think it's beautiful. What do you think? Leave a comment and let me know. If you learned something from this tutorial, please like, share, subscribe, comment, and hit the notification bell. And I will see you on the next video. God bless. Bye.